StockTaker's Villager, kind of solid.
Kinda.
Reaction's amazing. He's got his combo game down pat. But when he's taken into a matchup where he's not particularly well-versed, he goes for strange options. Not necessarily bad ones, just weird ones. And his reactions to Grenade are what I'm going to find to be the most interested in. Also what he decides to pocket, because that's a big part of this particular matchup.
Yeah. But Villager is also known to kind of body this character really hard.
Is that a common consensus?
I think so. If you're in the chat and you have a different idea, voice your opinions in a PG manner. But from what I hear, villagers say, this is free.
I'm glad to hear that's the common consensus because, like, I've cooked that idea up before, talking with one of the Long Island Snakes, and I don't know. I didn't know if it was just personal experience or just like, you know how there's certain matchups that just change in certain areas just because of playstyles? Yes, you do. Don't lie to me. And sometimes you just hold a grenade. A lot.
Yeah. That's my shit. But that down tilt. Snake's up here, selling the stock, 118. And I'm liking these B reverse grenades. It's just, guess it's like hand warm. And also, he like holds it just so in case StockTaker like puts some pressure on him, it will just blow up.
See, the thing is with Stock's Villager, I feel like holding grenade isn't going to be too like big of a combo breaker as with most characters. Because a lot of what StockTaker's combos are just pressure linking together from a distance. It's just a lot of fair chains. There's some nairs here and there, but he mostly just uses it to break into being able to pressure from a distance.
Also wondering, Hangman, can he pocket the up smash?
Up smash, yes, and in fact, it's one of my favorite items, and I think the preferred item in this matchup to pocket, because it doesn't just drop. Even if you pocket it while it's falling, it'll have a little bit of an arc upwards, and it's really good for covering a lot of Snake's options he would normally go for in a matchup. But also, you could combo into it really easily with Villager.
Oh, that the fair not breaking, but now Axe is on deck. And if you know anything from StockTaker Smash 4 play, he loves the Axe.
Oh, you can even see it in his ultimate play. This man loves his down B.
Hell, right there. He was just showing it. We call this man the Shining.
Jared would definitely break through a door just for the fun of it, but I also don't think he's ever seen or read The Shining.
Same.
Sometimes I don't know if Jared could read. I know he texts. I'm in a group chat with him, but honestly, I think he just takes a lucky guess.
You're in a group chat with him? Man, I wish I was there.
Sometimes you just gotta be cool.
And Jared doing really good before, Jared being StockTaker. Now, not so hot.
Yeah, I think what's really staving off a lot of Stock's typical end game as far as stocks go.
Hey, end game.
is the fact that Tweek has been doing a really good job of just keeping Stock out of his zone. And Nikita actually going to be cleaning things up for game one.
Yeah, Nikita taking the last two stocks. So, put in work.
You know, I expected the Nikita nerfs to mean something for this character.
There was a nerf.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't think I wouldn't blame you for not knowing.
He needs more of a nerf. Wii Fit what? Who?
Man, I knew this was gonna happen.
All right. Stock numbers.
Chat. Anyone listening to this, what you know about the Wii Fit Snake matchup?
And if you post anything, you're probably a liar. I'm just gonna call you out. So how you think this is gonna go?
As far as matchups go, there's gonna be a lot of damage trading really quickly. But I'd be lying if I told you I know exactly the intricacies of this matchup. It's just a very strange one. It's a lot of unorthodox zoning from Wii Fit, which we're kind of used to seeing that if you know the character at all. But expect numbers to climb on both sides because StockTaker is no stranger to just putting out just hits.
You know, when you said numbers, I thought of the other numbers. Jonathan.
You know, John doesn't like Wii Fit in this game, despite the fact this character has been nerfed 2 times in a row now. All those nerfs having to do with significant damage buffs regarding deep breathing and sun salutation.
Yeah, John doesn't know what a good character is. So
that was cute.
What was it? StockTaker doesn't seem to be respecting the grenades. And he's just getting blown up for it. No pun intended.
In his own words, item play is one of his weakest aspects as a villager. But he never seems to want to study how to actually work around them. That's it. That's just the end of the thought.
Yeah.
It's like, this is a matchup where you need to know how to play around the projectiles because it's just a big part of getting to the character. When you look at Snake as a whole, he's just a generally heavy combo character with not even that large of combos. It's, you know, your typical 2 to 3 piece hits. It's just that he gets a lot of resets thanks to the explosions that are on the field, and he gets so much off controlling stage.
Also the damage output. So even with those resets, one set is doing like 30. All right. But yeah, that's not a true combo. You see that by Tweek able to pull out grenade right there, guys. So it's if it is, then StockTaker is kind of late, but he needs to like think of something else. Only true combos on Snake. You can't like do those little 50-50s with him.
Oh, it was a decent stall.
Oh, that's shield poke. And the B reverse nades right there.
I feel like another like detail in this matchup that Stock isn't being cognizant of is the positioning of C4. Because Tweek has gotten a ton of free damage and repositioning thanks to C4 just happening to be where StockTaker wants to plant himself when he's ready to reassert zone.
I think he's like just kind of nervous. And he also wants to get in the zone before he C4s, but then he just doesn't make it happen.
It's just like, Pokemon Stadium 2 is one of the legal stages where it's the most apparent where C4 is planted, even after it stops beeping. So you'd think you'd be able to take that into your advantage and just avoid the space.
True. Oh, dash attack. Not taking it right there. And 174. Snake's a top 5 character.
To be perfectly honest with you, I'm hoping in Game 3 we see StockTaker's Wolf. It's one of his much more practiced characters, and I feel like at least going tit for tat with hits is going to matter a lot more once Wolf is on the field.
Oh, but F-tilt right there. I don't think he's going to go Wolf. Solely because this game got to a game 3rd stock, and I think he's a lot more comfortable with this character.
I think he's getting into a rhythm with the zoning, that's for certain. But I think it's also Tweek is not really aware of what he needs to block. He's just sort of swinging, and a lot of that swinging is working just because he's putting another hitbox in his way.
You're right.
And, you know, to be fair, that's all that Snake needs sometimes. If he could swing and there's just more hitboxes in the way, then that's what's going to get the job done. Let's see what happens as we go to our Game 3. Why is this team Wii Fit? Hey, listen, if there's any believers in Wii Fit, this is the man to follow. Stock is dedicated to showing that this character has the sauce. I don't know why. I don't know where the sauce is. He has located it and refuses to share. But it's taking us into Game 3, back on Stadium 2, which, for what it's worth, I think is probably the best stage that he can be playing Wii Fit into Snake.
All right, Perry. Back into disadvantage. And I can really like watching his Snake with all the like movement heavy stuff he does. And another dash attack just to break the zone. And come on, Stock.
See right there, the C4 not even planted, it just sort of is there. Stock making no effort to really move around it.
Yeah, but he's also exploding it a lot faster than a lot of typical other Snakes do. So, oh, the up tilt stealing it. But yeah, instead of like just leaving it on the floor and waiting a bit, he just explodes it like right away and use it like as a ledge guard.
Which I think is a very valid way to utilize the tool. A lot of how Tweek has been using the grenades isn't to be like super fancy or tricky with the set play or controlling stage. He just wants his combo extensions. He just wants his damage. He wants to assert that the stage is his. It's very basic Smash, but it's strong. It works. And I feel like that's just an aspect of his play that we see in a lot of his characters.
And now it dropped. But I definitely don't think StockTaker knows where it is.
I don't even know if he knew he was stuck.
Probably not. Oh, good job for Tweek. I thought he didn't notice it dropped, but he was aware. There has been a few times where Tweek, like, just exploded himself.
You know, considering how long Tweek was in control of the ledge, I'm sure at some point he may have forgotten and then just noticed again.
Probably.
And made an active effort to detonate the C4, like, before it was too late. And, you know, besides the fact that this has been entirely Tweek's PS2, like, no contest, this match looks a lot closer than you'd think.
Yeah, maybe this might be the answer. He levels up the Wii Fit a bit more.
I think it was just if Stock paid a bit more attention. I mean, there's only so much you can do when you're stuck at the ledge with Tweek. Like, admittedly, that's not a situation most people are getting out of as many times as Stock has. But, like, it's the little things that are just netting more and more control for Tweek.
Oh. Reverse turnaround F tilt.
That was a boot to the head. That was 2 boots to the head. God damn.
He stomped her out.
All right, Tweek going to be taking his seat in Winterside Grand Finals tonight.